Good morning, welcome to the Windsor Star News Cafe. I'm Don McArthur here with Dylan Kristy, and he's back again, Larry Horwitz. He's running for mayor of Windsor.
Well, thanks for having me. This has been one of the most enjoyable parts of the election campaign, being with the two of you and getting to speak to the people of Windsor in a free-flowing manner, in a manner that gives me a chance to describe my plans for the future of this city and how I believe that I can continue its greatness and make it and bring it to the next level.
Excellent. Well, we love having you on, Larry. Now, we're going to have to get this over with. The city, or I guess, the editorial board did come out with its endorsement today. They've endorsed Drew Dilkins, but they had a lot of nice things to say about you as well. It wasn't they didn't blast you. They said that you're well-intentioned, you're very creative, and you have grandiose ideas. So a lot of positive things as well.
Well, thank you, and thank you.
It didn't come as a surprise, though, did it?
Well,
Dilkins, I mean, they've kind of been backing him from the beginning, that is the general sense.
Well, I mean, just like with my financial disclosures, you know, I am backed by 148,000 people in Windsor that have sewers that back up into their basements. They can't afford to give political donations to candidates because it's hard for them to find a job. Half the people I go to at their doors, we know it's 9% unemployment, but we also know that many, many people have given up looking for work. We know that people have a hard time paying their bills. We know that they want a government that's transparent. They want an auditor general. My opponent, Drew, says Windsor has an auditor general. Everybody in the city, the 148,000 people that don't feel they have a voice in city government, don't feel they're getting a fair shake, pay extremely high utility bills where they can't even turn their lights on at night. They feel there's no auditor general. As a matter of fact, they think that it's a joke that somebody who is on council for 8 years that is being touted as the expert on council that knows municipal government says we have an auditor general when the head of the city, Helga, says that's in fact not true. That's misleading.
And Ontario's ombudsman too, he really called Dilkins out and said you're either misinformed or you're spinning the facts.
Well, the Ombudsman of Ontario tweets to the city of Windsor and the people of Windsor that we're misleading the public, and we do not have an auditor general, and maybe we should consider getting one. One of my first duties in office will be to not unravel what the council has done, because I believe that they have done some good things, but to move forward, to bring Windsor to the next level, to do the things that we should have been doing for the last 20 years, which is diversify our economy, have an actual jobs plan that brings about change in the city, that creates jobs, puts half the people back to work that are sitting at home, doing nothing, getting ready to leave wherever it is, Calgary or Toronto. Those are the people that we have to serve. We're not going to serve the 200 people that give big donations. We're not going to serve the special interests. We're going to serve the people at home, the people that have no jobs, the people that can't pay their hydro bills because it's like a second mortgage on their home. The people that really love this city and want their children to stay here, but just can't do it because it's too difficult in the city. There are so many people. I talked to over 20,000 homes and still hoping to hit.
You knocked on 20,000 homes?
Sorry, over 15,000, and I'm hoping to get up to 20, but it's tough. I'm going every night and every day, and all the businesses, and they are having such a difficult time in this city. Today they came out with a report on employment in this city, on job growth, on entrepreneurial spirit in the city. Entrepreneurial spirit is in very bad shape. People are not able to create businesses as well as they'd like to in Windsor. I spoke to a chain of that makes burgers, a burger chain.
Okay.
Which there's one location downtown, as a matter of fact, and they've put a few more throughout the city. The owner told me that he will not open any more businesses in Windsor because it's so slow, it's so expensive to get permits and licenses and development fees and everything else that he won't do it anymore. He's done. And that's what happened. Our economy could be booming in Windsor. We could have a diversified economy. But instead of that happening, we've been pushing out business from Windsor. We've been not creating the jobs that could happen in this city. And I believe that if I become mayor of this city, and I think there's a lot of people out there, 148,000 to be exact, feel that it's time for change, that it's time to move forward and create jobs in the community, fix the sewers, fix the roads, keep the pools like 80 Knox open, and make some changes that'll bring the city to the next level.
Okay. Now, I know you can't even entertain the notion that you might lose. You're in the bubble and everyone's telling you got to win, and so you knock on doors on the end. But all the pundits are saying you're the third place guy. If you lose, let's just entertain that for a second. What happens to Larry then? I mean, do you run again? Do you go for council? Do you stay involved?
Well, I come from, first of all, what we've been learning is that it's a tight three-way race, and that one vote, one of your votes could make the entire difference. This election is that close that one vote could change the tide. And you could have change in the city, you could move forward to a new era, or you could go back and you could have somebody that's already tried to fix the roads and sewers for the last 8 years, failed. Somebody that doesn't want to bring in an auditor general because we have an auditor general. Somebody that would love, just love to carry on exactly what's been done, not add any new ideas to the equation, but just continue that. And there's no jobs plan there. The jobs plan is already built in. So there's no changes. So you know Windsor will be at 9% unemployment for the next term. You know that, or a lot higher actually, in terms of people that have given up looking for jobs. You know that the roads and sewers aren't going to change that much. You know what's going to happen. You already saw it. So you could either stay with, hold the course, whatever it is, and not make any changes, or you can move forward to the next level. Most cities like to grow. Most cities don't want to be 200,000 people for their entire lives, my entire life. We're not the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is Windsor. We have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to be better, and we have to take it. We have to move forward.
Excellent.
Okay, and Larry, I mean, what else do you want to focus on here? We have a couple of minutes left on Trail Talk. You came here with your wife Dana earlier this week, and you gave her a lot of props and your family for supporting you. We want to give you your chance to make your final pitch to Windsor voters, unfettered, uninterrupted. Why should they vote for you?
I've decided to come back to Windsor and make a difference. I decided that this city in the last 20 years and the last 8 years has not done what it needs to do to become great. It has not created a job basis, not diversified its economy, and we keep talking about that. We keep saying it's time to diversify our economy. We keep saying it's time for job growth. We keep saying we need a detailed job plan. But we keep doing the same old thing over and over and over again, and it's very repetitive. In the last 8 years, we haven't done any of that. We keep saying, geez, it wouldn't be great if our insurance prices were not through the roof and our houses were worth more money than they are, and our cities and our neighborhoods were great, and the pools in the neighborhoods and parks were opened and fixed, and the playgrounds were not left to rot. Wouldn't it be great if we became a more accessible, more neighborhood-friendly city? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't it be great if we actually had transparency and we cared about our city and cared about our government and felt like we weren't given the short end every time and felt like they didn't care about us when we go to City Hall and treated in the way we don't expect to be treated because that's our government? Wouldn't it be great if all these things actually didn't take place and we created jobs, we diversified the economy, we fixed our basement and roads, we cut utility bills, instead of being told that your utility bills are out of Toronto. They can't be cut. But in fact, your water is all out of Windsor. When you pay $1 to get your water, you're paying $8 to get rid of it. It's all Windsor. It's all going to our city. It's all going to administration. It's all staying here. It's not going to Toronto. So, it's time for change. It's time to stop being told the same old. And the people of Windsor deserve better. The 148,000 people of Windsor who can't pay their hydro bills, who can't get a job, who don't believe in their city, who want change. It's time for change, and one vote on election day, your vote, can make a difference. If you believe in a Windsor that can be great, if you believe in a Windsor that has an opportunity to move to the next level, if you don't want the same old, same old, same old, then it's time for change, and it's time for you to show your voice on October 27th. So please go to Like Larry for Mayor. Read a real detailed plan about the future of this city, not like the other candidates, but a detailed plan of how to create jobs, how to diversify the economy, how to stop the flooding of the basements, fix the roads, keep the neighborhoods like every other city worries about, and make a city that you can believe in, trust, and love for the future. Please do that. Go to likelarry.com and vote on October 27th. Show that you make a difference. One vote can make the difference in this election. Thank you.
Okay, wow. Great stuff, Larry. Thanks you very much for joining us on Trail Talk. You've run a very passionate campaign, and it takes a lot of stones just to go out there, endure the editorial board, endure the campaign trails. So I hope you had fun. We certainly had fun having you.
Yeah, you've worked hard and it's been evident. So thank you for coming on.
You know what? I want to thank the two of you for your fairness, your honesty, your integrity, and they should be commended. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, this is Trail Talk in the Windsor Star News Cafe.